So this is the exact system we are using to take our business to 1 million rand a month in the next 6 months. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to give you the entire playbook. 3 things that's going to get us there. If you have a business right now, if you have a startup, you can copy this and scale your business. The same 3 pillars work whether you have an agency, you have a business or a product business. Anything. Just fair warning, before we start, if you're not actually going to apply this and execute on what I tell you, don't bother watching. None of this is going to work if you sit on it. This is a playbook. It's not entertainment, so please make your notes. So quick context on what we're doing. We run an agency called Astro Intelligence. It's an AI consulting for medical clinics. So if you own a med spa doing Botox, fillers, we help you do 3 things. We fill in your calendar with AI-driven marketing. We handle your appointment setting, and we also help you to close more deals on your consultations. So the promise is 60 consultations in 90 days. That's the offer. So right now we've got about 6 clients. I'm not going to put the exact revenue on the screen, but I'm going to tell you why in a second. The second the number lands on screen, this video stops being about the playbook and it turns into a conversation about the number. The number isn't what you should pay attention to, the plan is. And no, I'm not making this video, to brag about the business. I haven't done 1 million rand a month yet. Okay, so quick aside before I get into the 3 pillars. There's a book called 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. So if you're building anything right now, if you have a startup, you should definitely read it. So I keep coming back to this, and this is what I call definite optimism versus indefinite optimism. So indefinite optimism is when you think things will work out, but you don't have a plan. You're just hoping, you just have faith in the process. And definite optimism is when you have a specific outcome and a specific plan to get you there. So you're not hoping, you're building with a plan. And that's the lens for this whole video. 1 million rand a month in 6 months, and that's the definite version. These 3 pillars are how it gets done. If you've got your own goal right now, you should be running the exact same systems. So ask yourself, what's the specific outcome? What's the specific plan? And if you can't answer those 2 questions, you're in an indefinite mode. And that's the first thing to fix. So number 1, it's the offer. Everything starts here. So if you have a business right now, listen to this part carefully. What you are selling doesn't make your clients more money than they paid you. None of the rest matters. Your ads doesn't matter, your branding doesn't matter, whole sales process doesn't matter. And then for us, the promise is 60 consultations in 90 days. So I'm not in the business of guessing it works. Either we hit 60 consultations or we don't. And that's the bar. So Thiel has this line in 0 to 1. He says, competition is for losers. It sounds harsh, but what he actually means is, if you are competing on the same playing field as everyone else, same offer, same price, same promise, you've already lost. The way you win is by being so specifically good at one thing that nobody else is really in your category. So pillar 1, for the next 6 months, make this offer undeniable, okay? Make this offer so good it's impossible to say no to. Are we hitting 60 consultations every time? Are clients seeing the kind of return that keeps them around for 12 months instead of 3? And are we the obvious choice for med spas in this country? Just another option on the list. Apply that to your business. What are you promising? Is it specific? Is it measurable? And can you point at a result and say either we hit it or we didn't? If you can't answer those questions, that's where you need to start. So forget the rest until that's clear. Okay, so number 2 is distribution. This is where most business owners get it wrong, including me. For a long time, Thiel talks about it. In 0 to 1, he says, builders love to believe that if you can make a great product, customers will just show up. He calls that a fantasy. A great product nobody heard of doesn't exist. Commercially, it's invisible. So for years, that was me. If the work is good, clients will find us. It doesn't work like that. The work has to be good and you have to be loud about it. So here's the commitment. It's going to be daily content, both brands, every single day for 6 months. So the Astro Intelligence content goes after med spa owners. We're going to show the work, show the results, and show what 60 consultations actually looks like. And that's the sales engine. This channel, what you're watching right now, is something different. This is where someone who isn't ready to hire today, but might be in 3 months, gets to know me. By the time they're ready, they're not getting pitched. They already watched my content. Same logic applies to your business. You need a content engine pointed straight at your customers. And ideally a personal brand. A brand that builds trust over time. And the math on content is real. One video does nothing. 30 videos, you're getting somewhere. And 300 videos over 6 months, that's completely different. So it's all about volume in the end of the day. That's how you go from being one of many in your market to being the obvious choice. If you're not posting daily, you're losing to someone who is. So it doesn't matter how good your product is. So number 3 is systems. This is one of the most important ones people skip. And it's the one that actually decides whether the first two convert into distribution, get you attention. So attention isn't money. Someone watches a video, they drop a comment, sends a DM, then what? There's no systems. So half of those people walk through the cracks. The follow-up takes 4 days, the discovery call gets booked, but nobody preps. The proposal sits in an inbox for a week, and every one of those is a deal you lost for no real reason. Systems means when someone raises their hand, there's a defined process who reaches out. When, with, what message, the discovery call has a structure. The proposal is tight and also personalized. The onboarding is smooth, every step is locked down, and this is the unsexy part, nobody's making YouTube videos about. But the CRM workflows, this is where the money actually gets made. Pillar 1 and 2 creates the demand. This is what turns it into signed clients. So apply this into your own business. If you're getting attention but not converting, it's almost never an attention problem. It's a system problem. The leak isn't at the top of the funnel, it's somewhere in the middle. So find it and fix it immediately. Alright, if you take 3 things from this video, please take these. So number 1 is volume. Post every single day. Nobody's going to find your business if there's nothing online about it. You need to know how important social media is. So the work has to be good and you have to be loud about it, okay? So start running ads. If you're hiding behind your product, you're losing to someone who isn't. Number 2 is systems. Build them, test them, and when something works, don't touch it. Run it, and run it again, and run it until you're ready to scale your business. When something breaks, fail forward, okay? So fix the leak, run it again. Most businesses die because the founder either never builds the system or is tinkering on what's already working. So don't be either one. Number 3, the offer. It has to deliver, specific and measurable. Either you hit the promise or you don't. If what you are selling doesn't make your client more money than they paid you, none of this matters. So the offer is the foundation. Everything else is built on top of it, okay? So 3 pillars, 6 months, and 1 million rand a month. See you on the next one.